Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 3 with me, Sid, and yep, first TerraFirmaCraft recorded after the holiday, so please forgive me if I am a little bit derpy. I'm still getting back into the flow. Yeah, anyway, haven't really done anything on the house since last time. I've been looking at the comments and, you know, coming up with ideas and stuff like that. Now, while we're here, let me just, hey guys, come on. Oh, bum. I need some more wheat, or grain or some description. So, yeah, I have harvested all of my crops, bar one, which wasn't ripe over there. And I've got some plans for today's episode. So, comments. A few comments regarding my apparent disregard for preserving food. I'm just having a look, see. I also need to actually get some kind of sense of order or something in here, because that's the latest. So let us take that. And I've just kind of been dumping it in the cold store, and you know, it's really not been using a lot of the features. The cold sellers mod, brilliant, but it does make you a little bit lazy. And let me just hide that before these little fellas. You need, there you go, fully familiarized baby moo cows. These ones obviously not so familiarized, but that's fine, they're familiarized enough. The cheese is done. So, plans for today. What I want to do is, for starters, I want to improve my farming area. And obviously at this early juncture, whatever the correct phrase is, I just need a little, whatever dirt I've got kicking around for starters. I don't have a lot, that has to be said. But fortunately, dirt is everywhere. So I've been looking at how the, hoe's always good. I have been looking at how the fertility of soil works in TerraFirmaCraft, and trying to get my head around it a little bit, because currently the farm area, well, let's be honest, I've just hoed up all the ground around the water sources here, and it's not ideal, shall we say. So let me just change my mode. So you can see we've got fertility on this soil. Now if I were to come in here and just take a bit of this dirt and place it and hoe it, you'll notice there's absolutely no nutrients in that soil. However, there is a little trick, and it's I use the word trick loosely, but if I were, this is going to look a bit patchwork, but once it's all hoed up it will look like it was designed this way. So if I come out to here, and that's 1 2 3 4, and then you got 1 2 3 4, so that would come out, say, to there, and then I let the grass grow, what will happen, oops, oh, I'll have a little drink. What will happen is that once this is grass, it will become fertile. So I should be able to build up an area of, well, dirt. Let's not beat around the bush. It's and make this farm area a little bit better ordered, a little bit better structured, and just make it look a little bit tidier. Now obviously I can't move water source blocks, not until I get either red or blue steel buckets, and that is, suffice it to say, quite a ways off. So my only option is this particular trick, and I'll use the word trick loosely. It's not a particularly big trick. Now you will need to come out, because obviously I need the grass to spread. But that will give me, once this is all grown into grass and been hoed, a nice straight solid, I'll bring it to here for now. Damn it, not enough. Oh, I've probably got a bit more dirt. So what I want to do is tidy up this farm area. Now that would go from there. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that works. And just basically make it look a little bit nicer than it already is, because at the moment it's a mess. So I'm going to do a little bit of work around here, dig some of this dirt down, and once we've got that done, I will be back with you. Alright, let's see where we're at. I feel like I've been doing this for hours. I probably have. So what I have done is I've got water sources here and here. Now obviously, as I said, I can't move water sources, but I have managed to get another layer running along this side, just waiting for the grass to grow here, round into this section over here. This section's now completely grown through. I've now got what sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas around here. Again, once the grass has grown, I've leveled out quite a lot of the terrain, which is not my usual style. I tend to like to try and keep this out, and I do need to just tidy up this hill and bring it back. But I've got plans for this area anyway. But at least now we can come out and if I change the mode to that, you'll see that these, while this is depleted, all of this is nice and neat. Now obviously some of this I've placed and let the grass grow, so it definitely works. You can get a reasonable agricultural area done with without too much aggro there. Now that's coming down here, so if I'll bring that round there, and then this can kind of come all the way out here as well. So we're going to have a huge farm area, and also, you know, at least a reasonably organized farm area as well. Right, I can take that one. That'll continue growing that way. I can come all the way across, probably to there on that side, and just let that grow. So as you can see, this is a pretty big field just off its own back here, and we can do that one. And if I just do that and all the way across to here, it will give us a good sized growing area. But obviously I'm kind of reliant on this grass growing and spreading still, so and similarly we'll have a big area over here as well. But obviously this growing the plants is only half the solution, and actually eating cooked meals is a fairly good one as well. He says eating grain. So preserving food. Now we've got a few options. Obviously we've played around with pickling, we've played around with brining, we've salted meat. Now if I jump in here, what have I got in the way of fruit that is not completely shafted? Not a lot. I'm waiting for some fruit to grow. I'll take that one. We'll take that. It'll still cut down. Any more fruit? Not a lot. I better go sleep as well. So I'm waiting on the fruit trees, but let me just trim these down to into a reasonable format and just stack those. So we should have a 3 ounce which we can eat, and 160 ounce which we can use for the next thing I want to play with. So I want to look at building what's it, a pickling shed, I suppose. Well, pickling, fruit preservation shed, food preservation shed, smoking, drying, all sorts of good stuff. And you'll notice I've been collecting this stuff. Now if I take one of those and a knife, it will give me 2 drying mats. Oops. And if I take one of these drying mats, I'm just going to pop it over here for now. It just goes down, looks a bit like a trapdoor, but it has an inventory slot in it. We'll put the banana in, says it's drying, and we leave that, and that will dry the fruit, which is why I was hoping that some of my bushes or fruit trees might have yielded fruit. What we got in there? Blue dye, bit of beer, got vinegar and brine. I need to make more barrels. What are you? Gypsum plaster, fresh water. So this is one of the tricks we can use, just the old the drying mat from Udery. So we're 14% dried at the moment, and that will give us some preservation on that side of things. Let me just divest myself of a few items here because I'm a bit of a mess. What have I got here? Bang, there we go. You got space, yep. Space, yep. Any space in there? Nope, nope. Yep. So let's just bang some logs in there. And yeah, so there's a whole range of useful little tools which we can use. Birch, I don't have birch. You can go on there. And then you can go there. And we'll get rid of this one as well. God, I'm running out of space here. So the drying mat's one. Obviously we've got the pickling, but the item that I'm thinking of is smoking and drying, which I've never actually used in TFC before personally. And let me gather a few items together, and we shall we'll have a look at how this is going to work. I also need to go and kill something, because actually no, I've got a cheese, haven't I? I can do a cheese. You can smoke cheese. So let me grab a few bits and pieces. Okay, so the banana is dried. It's lost half its mass. It's now 80 ounces of dried fruit rather than things, but that should now preserve better, certainly better than it was. And we can do that with any fruit. You know, we could use these are probably, I should probably just eat these up, to be honest, and get those get my fruit content up again rather than just doing it. But yeah, so what I want to have a look at is, first things we would do with is remember that nice new shovel I made? Yeah, it's not looking so good now, to say the least, after all of that digging. So I'm definitely going to have to get round to making some more tools in the not too distant future. Let me get this out. And most of this bit that I'm going to do here isn't actually necessary. It's just me being a little bit, oops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And I'm going to use some of these andesite bricks there, and then we're going to come up 2 there and 2 there. We're going to take some wool yarn and we're going to place it like that, and that will give us a wool yarn strip across there. Now we're going to need to get where's my flint? A fire pit going there. This is for smoking. If you just want to use it for drying, you don't need that. And I'm going to go and grab my cheese, because I think that's the only stuff I have got that's smokable. Now, cheese, I don't believe you have to brine. However, meat you do. So let me just get these 2 ladies sorted while we're doing that. And you need to smoke this. Now, I'm just trying to remember the figures. For 12 hours, I think it is. It's 12 or 9 hours. So what we can do is we can place our cheese on there. We need to get some logs. I believe it is... Let's get some pine. We can pop those in, and we need to maintain this. So this is probably something we want to do first thing in the morning when we've got a full day ahead of us. Otherwise we're going to be up through the night smoking stuff. Obviously that, I don't believe that will dry, and you can get 2 items per yarn there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at building into this cliff face here a small build using these for the pickling shed. While we're doing that, let me have a think. Got a dirt? Yep. Let me get you up, paste you down. So maybe there. 2, is that going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I'd like it to be that wide, I think, and then come through here to the, I don't know how deep to make this. It's going to have basically going to be pickling and brining stuff going in here. Brining, pickling, anything that we can use for food preservation side of things. So let me get on with that. I'm going to wait for the daytime to start this process running, which is not a million miles off actually now. And alright, yeah, morning came around pretty quickly actually, so we're going to get on with this this drying process, and we're going to need to light you. Now that should have consumed 1 log. You do need to keep your eye on this, it does have to continue burning. So now I'm hoping I'm not going to get a cave in while I do this. There's a chance I will, but while we're doing that, so we can come in round like that. That gives us all the way to there, and then let me dig you off, get rid of you, and that gives us a fairly plain looking wall that side. And I think I'm going to have this open fronted. It's not going to be a closed shed, it's just going to have a roof and an open front there. So, and there we go. You knew there was going to be a cave in, didn't you? There always is. But if we can get back here without having too many cave-ins, hopefully we'll not get too much of a problem going on. And then in terms of roof, I don't really know. Probably, again, some kind of timber. How are you doing? Let's stick another log in. Now, apparently, you'll know when this is ready because the yarn will turn black. As I say, first time I've ever done it, so don't quote me on this. So how do I want to do this then? Now if I go around like that without dropping it, I should be able to get some solid blocks out, because what I'd like to do is just have some to fill in the holes, which are inevitably going to get dropped by cave-ins. So if we can manage to get ourselves to the back here with, and also pick up a few solid blocks, then so much the better. Yeah, alright, that's fine. I'm happy enough with that. And what we got there? What is holding that? Oh, the wall. Of course it is. Why would I expect different? And then like that, and that comes out like that, and we should hopefully with these bricks just have enough to... No, we're not, are we? Damn it. What are these? Chalk mud bricks. Problematic. Fix it like this, I think. Take that back one. We can get that going in there, and then we can use probably andesite at the front. It's always the fun with TerraFirmaCraft is making your stretching your resources out, and I'm still going to struggle, I think, with this. Is that far enough forward? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can probably stack them 3 high. It's dirt, but it's andesite dirt, and I need chalk dirt for the to make more of these mud bricks. Keep my eye on the fire. Now hopefully that's working. As I say, this is a new one on me. Let me continue working on this and keep my eye on that, and I will... Well, this ain't working. Didn't work. I've cooked it. Now I remember reading that sometimes for smoking you need to use hickory, so I have used 12 of my precious hickory logs. I only have 8 left, and it has to be said, nothing. Not a bloody bean. So either I'm doing something very wrong, or, I mean, I don't know whether it matters that there's a wall up behind it, for example. Or, yeah, well, I really don't know. That is most definitely... Oh, it is... Ah, it did smoke, but that didn't turn black. Okay, it smoked. Well, there you go. Learn something new every day. Okay, so I want to... I need to sort out my inventory again. So I've got that. I've made some andesite mud bricks because I didn't have enough of the chalk mud bricks to build it. So, yeah, it's one of those things, I suppose. But I really do need to sort this lot out. Big time. Big time, in fact. And I should have in there, I've got 160 ounces of thing I harvested. What a little bit of... I also need a drink, actually. My thirst is looking a little bit low there. Let me just get that sorted. Right, yeah. Let me grab that out. I need my saw, chisel and hammer. So need to get a roof on this, but while I thought I'd better get this bread made while I'd got a crop harvested in the crop of thing. Let me grab, how are you, a bucket of water, and was it just that and that? Yeah, it was. Cool. Another bucket of water, and get that going. So that's that sorted. Let's get some bread cooking. What have I got? Bit of pine. That'll do the trick. 2, 3, and yeah, so for the roof I was thinking I've got lots and lots of pine. So I was thinking we'd go with pine. A pine roof on this one, just to keep things a little bit different. How are you going? Oh, you need to actually go in there, don't you, to cook? That's always handy when cooking, is to actually put your food in the oven. So yeah, so smoking cheese, easy, but we need to do some meat, which we'll probably do next time. I'll go out on a hunting trip, maybe get a pig. I think there's some cattle over that way. For some reason, my journey map has reset, so I need to check to see whether I can retrieve that as well. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, cook, cook, cook. You are very light. Sorry, you'll do it that. I'm just going to quickly sleep the night off, and I'll be back in a... Alright, so pop the roof on here. I need to change my mode to step mode, because we're going to do the usual step-like structure on this, and get the roof on this thing, and we should, I hope, be good at that. Then we can get some barrels in and make vinegar and brine and all the good stuff. Plenty of each, I think, as well, just for good measure. So we can do, because one of the problems, of course, is pickling and stuff takes a while. So, oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh, I shouldn't have even bothered doing that, should I? Okay. Fortunately, I had some left, so not the end of the world. And then mode, let's turn this into slab mode. Go 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Da 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 da. That should, I think, do us. And then we can hop down here, whip this out. Maybe actually secrete that in the floor. I know they look ugly, but they do actually work as a means of doing it now. And maybe then something like this, perhaps, just to give this a slightly different roof structure. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad at all. So once we've got that, as I say, we've got the option then, if I let me saw that back up, we should be able to make a couple of barrels. And obviously these can go and stack, so that's one, that's another. And I'm thinking maybe to use different woods for different things. So let's have a peek at what we've got. We need to be brewing. That's maple. So brine, vinegar, and obviously we need alcohol. Don't need lime water for any of that, and obviously we don't need tannin for any of that. So, oh, well, let's have you up as well, because I want to have these set up around here as well. Maybe like maybe 8 or so coming across here. So let's have a think. What have we got? Lots of. We've got maple, we've got birch, sycamore. I can always go and chop more, I suppose. So yeah, I'll probably get those done between episodes, get the barrels in ready anyway. We need fruit, and of course non-dried fruit to make more alcohol, or wheat. We can make beer that way, or sugar. There's several ways we can get the alcohol going. But we're waiting on these fruit trees, and I don't want to stray away this summer because I don't want those fruit trees to actually go and do anything peculiar. I could do get some food for sandwiches as well. But yeah, it kind of adds a little bit. I don't know whether I want to overhang at the back. I've probably not got enough pine until I could chop some more down. But the farm area is now, well, let's have a look. This section here has grown completely. So that's good. You can't actually get rid of those, can you? Short of placing a block and removing it, which you can do that. There's no. I can actually come back here as well and round that way if I want to. But this, waiting on that bit, this is spread to there, so that's all happy. This can go all the way down here. Probably going to need to get more tools built. But certainly lots and lots of farmland. And then this is, well, that's almost complete. Wow. And that's done, so we've got all of that to do. Plenty of farmland. Yeah, that's working pretty well. I'm happy with that. So yeah, not a huge amount of progress. We did manage to smoke a cheese, even though I thought we hadn't. And we've got a bill now in place to actually utilize that. So I'm going to just grab some food, make a few sandwiches, continue hoeing the farmland over there, and I think until next time we'll probably call that a day. Let's have some carrot. Actually, these are fresh, aren't they? Relatively. Let's have those, and that, and maybe that. But yeah, definitely get some food preservation technology going, and we'll try drying some meat next time as well, I think, just for good measure. But we'll have cheese, do like that. Let's have a sandwich before we go to bed. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more coherent and planned out next time, but until then, I will see you soon, and bye.